Coach, this is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Wait, 20. 56. Not today, you are. Not today.
The fifth year back from Texas, this is Malcolm Brown. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Goff. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
We go to the 180. 54. I'm going to come back to you.
Here's the 3rd-round pick from Memphis. It's Darrell Henderson. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. You know, you wonder how the Rams' game plan in Super Bowl 53 might have been different with a healthy Cooper Kupp. He was injured on November 11th, torn ACL, out for the year. But he was on his way to a 1,000-yard season in his 2nd NFL campaign. Had 566 yards in 8 games before the injury. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd down, it's Henderson. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Goff now to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Now it's Zerline to try the Ram field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Zerline, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
180. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Ricky. Hardball. 54. Mike 50.
2nd and 5 now. Goff. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now this throw caught left side. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that's going to make it 4th down.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. A little tough on the secondary there, in zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
At the 42-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Off play action. Here's Goff. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
We got this.
These guys take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Quick, 380. 58, come on. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. And Wilson has it. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7th. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Watch the pass. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Throwing is Wilson. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And that's going to be intercepted. Taken by the Pro Bowler, Eric Weddle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Goff going to give this one to Henderson. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11. That's the 39-yard line.
Like 20. You got nothing with that. You got nothing.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff flushed out right. They'll find Everett there, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, he gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs. Louis. 56. Hey, Charlie.
From the gun on 3rd down. Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Go.
They'll run here with Henderson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll give it here to Brown. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
14.
To throw is Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Tiger. Blue down.
After the interception, here's Gone. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. Gone. Man open. It's Cup. He's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
180. 54. Hey, here we go.
On 1st down, Gone. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. To the air again. Gone. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 9.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum able to record his 5th sack of the season. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. There's Wilson to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They run the counter. It's Carson. And he's taken down inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Wilson defers to Penny here on the draw. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Now it's Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They're going to run this with a tight end. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8.
50 go. Like 20. Check 56. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Watch the motion. Watch the motion.
Value 3. Value 3. We got to get this stop here, D.
Throwing on 3rd. Long. And that's complete to Cooks. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Johnny Hecker now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now it's Lockett. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4.
Line 90. 58, come on. We want this. Go 14.
On first down, Carson pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. Wilson's got it complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 36. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Wilson. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting him.
0.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Brown, and he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. To throw is gone. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Myers connects on the PAT. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a fourth-quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? On first down, it's Henderson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a first and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. Well, Henderson is a junior at Memphis last year, better than 1,900 yards, had 25 total touchdowns. They drafted him in the third round in an effort to try to give Todd Gurley some support in a backup role. A first down run not going to get him a whole lot, maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up second and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Watch the screen. Pass. Switch. Hey, shell.
Now it's gone. A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Delano Hill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do?
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 8-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
So how about that comeback that we just witnessed going into the fourth quarter? I don't know that we had written them off, but it looked bleak. They were able to get it done.
They put up a barrage of